I love this so much because, I mean, I can't stress the fact enough that we are literally just sitting on a street in a car eating tacos doing an interview because everyone walking by that's looking into this car probably thinks that we're the creepiest fucking people alive right now.
They're not wrong.
They probably think that we're like
they're not wrong.
spying on somebody.
Honestly,
Like, they probably think we're
like
like
we're on like a stakeout or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, because we look like a bunch of feds.
yeah.
Come on.
Hey, TJ looks kind of like an undercover cop. I mean, he's got like the backwards baseball hat. With
He
like,
does. He looks like the guy who they put in high school who's like a couple years out of high
Yeah,
school.
he's like, hey, I'm just like one of the guys, you know. I'm just
Hey,
like a cool
where's
kid.
the cafeteria at,
Yeah.
guys?
hey, anyone know where I can score some weed?
Yeah. Do you guys have any weed cigarettes?
You guys got any of those pot plants around here?
You do have that youthful, you got the backward baseball cap. You could totally be inserted into like Proviso East or something as a total undercover.
Yeah, I got
That's
some.
how I jump street.
I got some like alcoholic beer beverages in the back. Like, if you guys have your like fake IDs, we could all just like hang out. I just need to like check those IDs real quick.
It's car con carne. Let's eat in the car. It's car con carne. And now here's the star of our show, James Van Alstyne.
Hey, check.
Right testicle microphone.
Check.
Really? Okay.
That's what us young kids call it now. Well, that's what I call it.
You calling me
in
an
my-
old man? Is that what's happening here?
No, that's just what my friends called it in like 8th grade. It was just like whenever you wanted to sit on the right side of the car, it was just like, right testicle.
8th grade, when was that? Like last year?
It was 2 years ago.
Good. You're going to love puberty. You're going to love driver's ed. All things to really look forward to.
Don't be scared by your body changes.
Sleep On It is here. We are on a side street in Logan Square eating tacos from where? Taqueria Moran?
That's
Taqueria
correct.
Moran.
Yeah.
Which is kind of like your Hall of Justice. It's like your headquarters.
It
kind of
really
is,
It really is. We would probably not exist as a band without it. We thanked them in our liner notes.
You
Salsa
literally
verde.
thank the restaurant in your liner notes.
We said,
we did.
thank you, Taqueria Moran, especially for that salsa verde, because
Their salsa verde gives me life.
it gives our band life. It fuels our
I
creative
honestly,
juices.
I haven't put any on our tacos yet because I'm probably just going to throw them back like shots.
Amazing. All right, so Zach is in the back seat,
Yes, sir.
and TJ's sitting shotgun. Unfortunately for you, Zach, you're taller, so you automatically get... Oh, actually, no. He should be in the front seat, shouldn't he?
It's too late.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
pretty comfy.
Well, okay, so sit sideways. I got this all wrong. I got the physics of this all wrong. The
It's
short
wor-
guy should be in the back.
Oh, well, this is working out for me just fine. So.
Yeah, no, you look very comfortable. So, yeah, it's funny. We were originally planning to go to El Patron, where I've never been, on Fullerton over by Pulaski. I'm parked in front. I'm getting set up. I've got the microphones going, the XLR cables plugged in. I see a guy walk out of the restaurant, pull the door behind him, and lock it. I thought, that's not a good sign. So I rolled down the window as he's walking by. I said, hey, are you closing? He's like, yeah, we're not open on Tuesday. I'm like, oh, crap.
Yeah.
So that caused the frantic, oh, my God, I don't have these guys' phone numbers. I hope they read email, which you did.
We did. Yeah.
And you totally rose to the challenge.
Yeah, we're like, well, I guess we'll have to go to Taqueria Moran instead. Like, such a chore for us.
I mean, I guess so.
We had to walk 2 blocks to get here, so...
And walking in this place with you guys, I described it as walking through Memphis with Elvis in like 1960. Like everyone's like, "Oh, how you doing? Oh, great to see you. Hey, Chief. Hey, it's like being a ward boss in like 1960s Chicago going into a steakhouse."
Yeah.
I feel like when you go somewhere at least twice a week, people start recognizing.
We're
when you walk in.
we're basically the Al Capone of pop punk in Chicago.
That's it.
Yeah.
There's the elevator pitch right now.
Al Capone of pop punk. Write it down.
And Zach mentioned this, but the tacos are a little challenging. You think on paper that a taco is going to be easy to eat in a car?
I
Nope.
told you, use the second tortilla as a diaper. Wrap the second tortilla around the taco. You'll be good to go.
Wait, okay. You're saying remove the second tortilla?
Remove the second tortilla and then wrap it around the taco like a little diaper.
So basically, you're making like a
You're making a mini burrito.
fascinating strategy, and I'm not disagreeing with it. Although I'm feeling arthritic now, and this is not working very well.
Well, I think what happens is the second tortilla sticks to the first one, and then you get some ripping action.
By the way, that's real authentic Chicago L sound right there.
Yeah, we're not pumping it in. We're not the Atlanta Falcons.
That's true. That
I think
is.
that was the
Hi,
Carolina
AJ.
Panthers.
AJ, our bass player's from Atlanta, so we like to rip in Atlanta sports when we can.
And do all the other guys feel envy that you get to go out for tacos because there's no room for them in the car?
Probably.
I feel like I think they actually all got it this morning, honestly, so they're probably not too envious.
Yeah, I think most of sleep on it has already been to Taqueria Moran today.
I literally
Already.
didn't get tacos or burritos today because I knew I was going to be getting them
Same.
tonight.
I probably would have gotten it earlier, but I knew we were coming in. We were getting tacos later, so.
All right, so for those new to the band, give us some history. Couple years old?
Yeah, so the band started pretty much in 2012. I joined in 2013 with AJ, who plays bass. I joined Luca and Jake and our former singer John, and then towards the end of last year, we parted ways with John, our former vocalist, and then around the holidays, beginning of the year, we started jamming with Zach, and things were going super well, and so we were like, let's do this. So the current band roster really solidified at the beginning of this year. In March, we put out our first single together called Burning at Both Ends, and that leads us up to now with our new EP coming out in October, as well as the record label signing and all of that good stuff. So that's the
Well, tell me about that.
that's the
That's big news right there.
yeah.
Tell me about the label signing.
Yeah, so we signed to a label called Equal Vision Records. It's a label that we've all been a fan of for a really long time, and I have been a fan of the music that they've been putting out for a long time.
They put out great stuff.
Really amazing stuff. Some of my favorite bands, some of my favorite records. Grew up listening to Circus Survive and bands like that, like Saves the Day, and a couple other smaller, lesser known bands that I really love that they would work with. Harvard's one of my favorite bands. So just to be sort of grouped into a record label family like that is really humbling for me and for all of us.
Yeah,
it's a pretty special feeling.
One of my favorite records of all time came out on Equal Vision, and that is What to Do When You Are Dead by Armor for Sleep. Just a phenomenal record. Can't even believe that we're going to be putting music out on the same label that record came out on.
Yeah, for me, Juturna and On Letting Go were the two Circa records that came out on Equal Vision, and those were my junior, senior year of high school, my anthems. I think that's what I listened to all the time, and that kind of inspired me to be a better musician and a better songwriter.
I remember the first time I heard Juturna, I literally didn't know what was happening. I was so confused.
I listen to it now and I still don't even know what's happening. It's so incredible.
I'm so confused but so amazed. And then Anthony Green just starts singing and I'm just like, how is this real?
Yeah.
In the best possible way.
Yeah.
Chew. It's coming.
Chew.
Everyone knows we're eating. We were trying to drag it out so that you could finish that second taco.
I appreciate it. Oh my God, these tacos are so good.
I know.
Yeah.
I got 2 chorizo and an al pastor. What did you guys get?
I just stuck with 2 steak.
Yeah, I got 1 steak and 1 chicken. Anything I've had here has been awesome. It's usually burritos, but I had a taco salad once. Equally as good. Great horchata. Taqueria Moran.
This horchata is the sweetest horchata I've ever had.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's really good.
I do honestly, I mean, please, Taqueria Moran gods, don't curse me, but the one complaint I have is that it's not there's not enough cinnamon. You don't get enough of the cinnamon flavor. That's the one complaint I have about it.
Yeah, I was saying it's kind of like condensed milk. It has that kind of density and sweetness that you'd find in a Thai iced coffee.
Yeah.
But it's awesome.
It's amazing. I just wish there was a little more cinnamon in it. That's it. Otherwise, it's great.
And you guys both got 2 tacos. I went for 3. I feel like 2 is great and it's certainly filling enough, but you always want a little bit more. You're always left wanting after the 2.
I do. I would go for another one, honestly.
I could definitely go for another one.
But I underestimated how hungry I was. But then again, I always underestimate how hungry I am for Taqueria Moran.
And it's like hot dogs. Sure, you can order 1 hot dog, but really,
who's really going to order 1 hot dog?
The first one disappears in a flash, and then you're left thinking, I should have had 2.
Yeah. Well, I had technically 2 tacos, but also probably about a half gallon of salsa verde. So that kind of
you made a point of asking for all that.
Yes,
salsa verde. Literally every time we're just like, can we get extra salsa verde?
Extra salsa verde. We don't need any of the other salsas because they don't matter.
I don't need that red stuff. I don't even know what that is.
They are inferior to the salsa verde.
Just give me all of the salsa verde you possibly can.
Yes.
All right. So Equal Vision. Do these guys? Yeah, I'm assuming they came out and saw you a couple times. How did that all?
Equal Vision kind of came around. When I joined the band, we had kind of started writing and recording a couple demos. A really good friend of mine and of the band's for a long time has been Johnny Minardi. And when I left the band that I was in prior to this, he was actually the person that I called to kind of start a new band. But then he brought up the fact that, like, oh, well, like, your friends are the dudes to sleep on it. Why don't you do that? And I was like, yeah, for sure. I could totally probably check those dudes out, see what they're doing. And then once we got started writing and started kind of getting some songs together, he hit me up and asked kind of like how everything was going. I sent him the demos, and it's kind of all been going strong since then. He loved the music, and kind of ever since then wanted to get something going.
You guys sound great, and you like to make videos too.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
love videos.
yeah. We try to strive to make as much content as possible, or try to be a very content-driven band. So video content is a huge part of that. Everything from just stupid little Instagram videos to music videos. We try to have stuff that really, I think, showcases our sense of humor and gives a personality to the band. We really try to take advantage of that.
Yeah, I mean, burning at both ends. There's a dog. There's a bar. There's really everything you love in that one.
Yeah, we're like, what can we add to this video that everyone loves? We're like, puppies. Like, everyone loves puppies. All right, cool.
I think at the end of the day, what the videos come down to is that we're all just kind of really stupid. And like, like literally the last video.
You're not wrong.
The last video that we posted to social media was we were down in the basement like setting up for practice because we were shooting the music video.
Is that Shayna? You know her?
Yeah,
I do know her.
Call her over.
Hi, Shayna.
Shayna!
Right here in the car. Hi.
It's TJ.
It's TJ.
You don't really know her, do you?
Hi, what's up? We're doing like an interview in this car right now.
In the car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say hi.
Hi.
Say hi, Shayna.
Hey. Here's my friend Evelina.
Hi, nice to meet you. I'm TJ.
My window doesn't
How are
roll
you?
down, but I love you.
Damn, we're going to Chicago Diner. Come say hi.
Cool. Yeah,
Okay.
we'll be done shortly. So.
All right, cool.
All right. Bye.
You're gonna go eat vegetarian food.
Yeah.
Vegan food to be
Vegan.
specific. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the next step.
I do not mess with vegan food except for when it's at Chicago Diner because it's actually really good.
True.
Are you guys like the king and prince of this neighborhood? Like, you know the restaurant.
Neither of us live in this neighborhood.
Neither of us.
The two girls walking through the alley, you just know them and flag them down.
Yeah, I don't know.
We have a lot of friends.
We do. We hang out on this block a lot.
I'm sitting here with Chicago's most powerful band.
Al Capone and Pop Punk. So I'm telling you.
As I was saying, though, our last video that we posted to social media, we were resetting up all our gear in the basement because we had just gotten done shooting our newest music video, and we broke like a fluorescent bulb, like one of the really long ones, in the basement. And I was like, have you guys ever just broken one of these on purpose? Because it's really fun. And so we just went into the backyard and broke two of them on a log.
I watched that. I enjoyed that because I'm 14 at heart.
Yeah.
I asked one of them if I could break one on them because it's really, really fun and it doesn't hurt, and they both said no, and I got really discouraged.
We're like, what would make this
believe-
funnier is like do it in slow motion and then put Limp Bizkit over it.
Yeah, the break stuff. That was awesome.
Yeah.
And I do love staying on burning at both ends for a second. Lyrically, I love the lyrics. I'm pointing a taco at you as I'm talking.
I'm loving that you're directing me with a taco.
I'm
never been
accenting a
happier to
point
be-
with the foil wrapped chorizo taco.
I usually don't mess with people like waving things at me, but when it's a taco, you have my attention.
Pay attention.
Exactly. But I mean, lyrically, I enjoy that song. Positive attitude in the face of perhaps a less than favorable situation.
Absolutely. That song was written. Actually, I'll go even broader. With this band, as opposed to anything else I've been involved with, everything really has been collective, and it's really, really a good change of pace. Like TJ and I wrote that song pretty much 50-50 down the middle, and it makes my heart happy because A, it's less work for me.
Well, there.
I don't have to work as hard because knowing that I have not only TJ, but Jake is a great lyricist as well. Jake and TJ can both sing. Everyone in this band is just extremely musically competent. Mm-hmm. But specifically with Burning, yeah, that song, it was kind of about the place that we were all in our transition between, like, the time where they lost the singer, I was leaving my band. Like, it was really about that time of us coming together and, like, how we all felt in that phase. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I guess, like, facing adversity and coming out in a positive way is really what that song would be about, unless TJ completely disagrees with me, which I wouldn't doubt.
Wow, yeah, I totally had a different interpretation of that song altogether. No, I'm just kidding.
It's the beauty of music.
Yeah, no, I mean, exactly. echoing exactly what Zach was just saying. I think having another person in the band who's a really strong songwriter.
Thanks.
Yeah. Don't flatter yourself. It definitely takes a lot of pressure off. Me as a songwriter too. And one thing I was really worried about, just a concern when we were looking for a new singer was somebody that would jive from a songwriting standpoint as well. And for me, I did a lot of the songwriting in the band prior, so having somebody that who was on the same page was definitely a concern for me. Burning at Both Ends is really like the first song that we all wrote together, and it was that moment where it was just like, this works really well. This could work out really well. We were just kind of on the same page, and then once we started writing for the EP, it just kind of like, it's kind of crazy how much we've just been on the same page and kind of see things the same way and are going for the same sound. And that was, it kind of just put my mind at ease after that, that we could work really well together, and we both kind of wrote in a similar style that like worked really well, but would also add some like new elements to the songwriting process.
Did you use the word jive?
I don't remember. I just blacked out for about 30 seconds.
I think I could have swore you were just like, the songwriting just kind of jives, and I was just like,
yeah.
I mean,
I maybe I did. I don't remember. I was kind of in the moment.
Also,
but it does jive.
Don't let him steer you away from your moment. Don't let him try to derail you.
It's fine. We keep each other in check.
I love this so much because, I can't stress the fact enough that we are literally just sitting on a street in a car eating tacos, doing an interview, because everyone walking by that's looking into this car probably thinks that we're the creepiest fucking people alive right now.
They're not wrong.
They probably think that we're like
they're not wrong.
Spying on somebody.
No,
They probably think we're
we're on like a stakeout or something.
Yeah, right, because we look like a bunch of feds.
Yeah.
Come on.
Hey, TJ looks kind of like an undercover cop. He's got like the backwards baseball hat. With
He does. He looks like the guy who they put in high school, who's like a couple years out of high school.
Yeah, he's like, hey, I'm just like one of the guys, I'm just like a cool
where's
kid.
the cafeteria at, guys?
Hey, anyone know where I can score some weed?
Yeah, do you guys have any weed cigarettes?
You guys got any of those pot plants around here?
You do have that youthful, you got the backward baseball cap. You could totally be inserted into like Proviso East or something as a total undercover.
Yeah, I got some like alcoholic beer beverages in the back. Like, if you guys have your like fake IDs, we could all just like hang out. I just need to like check those IDs real quick.
Are we all going to be doing some Molly or whatever you guys like to do?
Are you guys trying to pop some hallucinogens today?
I'm cool. Let's do it.
Yeah, I'm cool. Let's go
I like
for
skateboarding too. I'm cool.
I listen to the pop punk music too.
Right. I've been to the Warped Tour. So, as far as music goes, Unspoken is new and it's awesome.
It's very new.
Thank you.
And you're also. Did you do a video for that, or is it in the works?
Yes, it's out right now.
And did you do it at 2112?
No, we did it at Fort Knox
Okay,
Studios.
which is like,
I think that is
it's like the Batman to 2112's Robin.
Okay,
Vice versa.
yeah, we did it at 2112 then.
Yeah.
Same parking lot.
Yeah, same parking lot, gigantic facility. It's like a miniature city of rock and roll.
Pretty much.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was
really good.
my first time there, and our friend Aaron Palmer and his team at Flow Motion Media did the video, and they really got an awesome set together for like the dodgeball scenes and like really cool lighting and stuff like that.
You had me at dodgeball.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I mean, if anyone's on the fence about sleep on it at this point, tacos, dodgeball,
dodge, duck, dip, dive, and
High Life.
dodge.
High Life.
This band literally runs on Taqueria Moran, High Life, and like the occasional bottle of Jameson.
You're a band of the people, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Yeah. Just like Al Capone was a man of the people.
Exactly right. All right, so you've got a video for that. Now, as far as you've got the record deal, so what does that mean in terms of an actual record?
Right now, we have an EP that is just sitting in the darkness waiting to be released. That's coming out on October 21st. It's called Lost Along the Way.
This is the fourth quarter. This is when all the big releases come out.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys
we're late to the game. We're hoping for that kind of big wave of releases to kind of pick ours up and let it shine in all its glory.
All right, so you've got that. And as far as performing goes or shows, you're doing a Riot Fest after show.
Yep.
Where's it?
Township.
That's right, Township.
Which is also right around the corner from where we are right now.
Yep. It's like literally right over there.
The whole world revolves around Sleep On It.
Yeah.
Clearly.
I'm pretty sure Chicago revolves around Sleep On It.
It's
We are,
really
we
just,
are the
just
son of Chicago.
It's just these 2 blocks of Logan Square we pretty much own.
Yeah.
If you
If
go
you
past
step
these
too
2 blocks,
far,
we,
yeah.
we don't matter.
Anytime I'm standing on the California L tracks right here, I feel like Mufasa with Simba. I'm like, everything the light touches is ours. And he's just like, what about the stuff the light doesn't touch? And I'm like,
That's
that is
Wicker Park.
also
You don't
ours.
go there.
That's Wicker Park. That's Wicker Park. That's the elephant's graveyard. Don't go there.
You don't go there.
Awesome. All right, so EP coming out in October, or Rocktober if you prefer.
Yes.
Rocktober. I love it.
Rocktoberfest.
Rocktober 21st.
Rocktober 21st.
New Sleep On It.
New Sleep On It.
The Riot Fest after show is Saturday, September 17th at Township with Black Foxes.
Yes,
Awesome.
sir.
It's gonna be awesome. Yep.
And this is a great Riot Fest this year.
Oh, man, it's insane.
Yeah. They
I have
do
three-
outdo themselves. I think every year.
I have
this
3
year
words
is
for you.
special.
And it's Jimmy,
Jimmy
Eat World.
Yep. It's gonna be awesome.
My head is going to fucking explode.
Yeah. We love Jimmy Eat World.
This band, like me and TJ, basically strive for 2 things, and it's to be the mix of Yellow Card and Jimmy Eat World.
Yeah. In any given situation where we're writing a song we don't know what to do, we're like, what would Jimmy Eat World do here? Or like, what would Yellow Card do? That's kind of like our mantra.
That's our mantra.
Yeah.
It's just like Ryan Key and Jim Atkins, please be with us today while we write these songs.
I like how it takes on an almost religious,
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
spiritual.
It's
Yeah.
sort of like when Luke is training and like Obi-Wan appears and kind of like guides him along the way and just kind of, that's like
Jim Atkins appears next to me and
Yeah.
Ryan Key appears next to TJ, and they're just like, be
they're
still,
our
my
Obi-Wans.
son.
Yeah, pretty much.
I feel like Jim Atkins is more of a Qui-Gon. I feel like he's a little more wise.
Yeah, he is.
As to where, Ryan Key is definitely an Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
Sleep On It.
Yes.
Nerds. We're nerds.
That's why you're here. Thank you for hanging out in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thanks for having us.
in
Raising
the
or
car.
lowering the bar for all future interviews for you.
Probably lowering.
That's yeah.
We did not talk very much about ourselves today. It was a lot of tacos.
What did we miss? What do you want to say?
We covered tacos. We covered Star Wars. We covered.
So actually, we
High
did talk a
Life.
lot about ourselves today.
That's-
Tacos, Star Wars, and beer. That's pretty much all we
that's
are.
pretty much the gist of our band.
All right, so for people to follow you, catch up on you,
Mm-hmm.
stalk you, socials, you are the same everywhere?
At Sleep On It Band for Instagram, Twitter, big ones. We're on Facebook. If you want to listen to our music, Spotify, iTunes, all that good stuff. Pretty easy to find. SleepOnItBand.com for like tour dates and other stuff like that. We're pretty easy to find. We're on the internets.
You are.
Yeah.
All right, guys, thank you so much. This food was kick-ass, and you guys were awesome, too.
Yeah,
Thank you so much,
Thank
man.
you for having us. This is cool.